One. Two. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm Jamie Lisk.
And I'm Stan Hart.
And this is
Films Unknown Cult and Cool.
okay, for today's episode we're gonna do it's a double bill or whatever. It's Kristofer Velasquez, Deadscapes 1, Broken Road, and Deadscapes 2. As far as we know, we'll just let you know that it's a short film. They're both
Zombie films.
They're both short films. Not really. The second one's not. But anyways,
Well,
they're both short films. Okay, thing about it is, I think the first movie is essentially about a guy named Eric. Okay, let's set it up for you. I'll slow down.
These are everywhere. What's your problem? We don't want any trouble.
Both of you are the trouble.
Wait, don't shoot. Just let us ride with you for about 10 miles to the next township.
And I get what exactly in return?
You think you're some kind of badass road warrior because you have a gun in a mobile home?
No, stop!
My name is Eric. He's a kind of a rebellious type. He's played by Ken Barnhart. And it's the night after the zombies have come out and basically, raped the earth. And there's zombies around killing everybody. And there's this guy in his motorhome. He's this rebellious kind of like military type. Apparently he was in the military. Well, anyways, he's kind of up there killing zombies. And all of a sudden this young couple, Kathy Swears, who plays Jesse, and the guy is Leon DeWise, who plays, I think it's Greg. Anyways, what happens is they end up meeting up with this guy, this military guy or whatever, who's out there on his motorhome shooting at zombies.
Yeah, their cars broke down. That's
their car breaks
dilemma.
down.
They're in the dilemma. Zombies everywhere.
Yeah. So they're gonna find a place to, see.
And they're out. It's wilderness, like.
Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, middle of nowhere.
So, anyways, they asked this guy for if they could stay with him for the night.
Actually, they're looking for a ride.
Actually, yeah, they want to ride to their
10
mom's
miles
house.
to the next
Their
station,
mom's
yeah.
house, right? Yeah. So what happens is he agrees to take them in, and right away you get the sense, that all's not well, and then as the film plays out, it becomes this really interesting kind of like dynamic where they're all kind of playing each other, and the one guy, the Eric guy, he's kind of a dirtbag, and you get that sense right away. But there's more to it than that. And the girl, Jessie,
she's a woman.
Yeah, well,
women are. Got their little plans.
Nice to alienate your entire audience, or half your audience.
They got their little schemes. They got their plans.
Well,
she's aware of the situation.
It's like a throwback to the old film noir.
Yeah,
she was this kind of girl who's manipulating both these guys, and she's kind of using them to get, to her advantage, kind of like playing them. And the other guy, her boyfriend, Greg, played by Leon DeWise, is sort of this dweeby kind of guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's but at the same time, he's kind of scheming as well.
Well, he's got his schemes, but whether his idea is that he's afraid to put them into motion.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's the gun and the keys, and
he doesn't want
to grab that gun.
Yeah, he's not happy at all with the situation
he's in. You can see he wanted to, but he didn't.
The thing about it is, the way the film works is it's sort of like, it's what's going to happen. The thing about it is, and what's so interesting about the film is, and when you're watching it, it kind of goes off kilter, and you're kind of wondering, what's going on here. But if you watch the director's commentary, which is kind of crucial, you understand what actually happened, what dictated the film. And it was the fact that the lead actor, the guy that plays Eric, actually got into a big thing with the director, and he wouldn't film his scenes. So the film ends kind of odd, Well, I like the ending, but it's still kind of odd, and it doesn't really work. And you
know, it works.
It's constantly
it worked for me, but yeah, that's what
it's
I
constantly
had the sense that there were things missing.
Yeah, it's constantly flashing back to a girl in a bathroom, who's the guy Eric's trying to get into.
Well, no, she's in the bathroom and it's flashing back to the rest of the movie, kind of.
Yeah.
Deal. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't mean it's flashing back to the bathroom.
And he's
she's
trying
in
to
the
break
bathroom.
in.
The movie's playing out.
How that got to be.
Yeah, and there's a revelation about Eric that's kind of interesting. That's
what I felt. I felt that that was probably the scenes that he didn't finish.
Yeah, exactly.
Was like what occurred with his wife.
We won't talk about that.
We won't
because
give
that'll give
away
the
ending. Yeah.
But okay, and then there's that film, and what we're going to do is talk about the second one, and then we're going to draw a comparison to the two. The second one, Deadscapes 2, it's infinitely better film. I thought it was an amazing film,
polished.
better acting.
Better.
Anyways, but the film is about a guy who, it's a merging of subgenres, something I don't generally like, but I thought it worked well here.
It did work, yeah.
The bodies of an Arlington Heights couple were found in their home today, slain by an unidentified intruder who is still at large.
Good evening.
These deaths are likely to be related in what will be the first serial killing in the county's history.
Now that we're somewhat acquainted, maybe we can get to know each other a little better.
Colin, where are you?
I'm gonna finish what I was doing, and then I'll be over.
Fine.
Fine.
Guys, okay? What the hell is going on here?
Something really bad is going on here.
Gotta call the police. Officials advise caution to anyone in these areas. I used to think that death was the end. Death is only the beginning.
Okay, so what we have here is a guy who's a serial killer. It's Halloween night, excellent setting, great atmosphere. Halloween night, there's a serial killer played by Mark Epley, who is
and he played it very well.
Yeah,
very good.
He's out, and he essentially he's out trying to what do you say?
Oh, we're not really sure what his motivation is for killing. He's you know, he kills.
Good evening. Listen, I don't mean to be a bother, you nice folks, but could you do a favor for me? It'd really help me out.
Yes?
I was wondering if you have a phone.
Yeah, there's one right in the kitchen. Would you like
that's okay.
to...
Just could you call someone for me? It'd really help me out, you know.
Sure. Who?
Anybody is okay. Just tell them there's been a terrible accident and that they need some help right away.
An accident? What accident?
Well, this one.
Basically, you have this guy who's like a serial killer. This guy, Dave Alpy, plays this guy named Carl. Basically, it's Halloween night. It's setting up atmosphere. It's great. And what happens is he's out, like, looking for somebody to kill, right? So what happens is he ends up stopping at this house, and he ends up killing the couple that is inside. At the same time, there's all these news clips that are playing out, and it's setting up, setting up what's going on, not, you know, the exterior, what's going on outside the house, and it's also setting up his story too. You're kind of finding a little bit more that he's killed more people than just this couple in this house. He's a serial killer, of course, but it's also setting up this thing where apparently people are going crazy, rioting. Of course, there's zombies, and at the moment the cops are trying to cope with it, and they're not succeeding. So anyways, while that story's playing out at the house and he's cutting up the bodies, there's this other story involved, this Lisa girl who's played by Sarah Coe, and she's trying to get home, you know, she's running late, she's trying to get home, you know, just to relax from work. She can't get her boyfriend to do anything and stuff like that. But anyways, it's basically on her way home she runs into some problems and she meets the zombies or whatever, and what happens is she ends up basically dealing with it, gets home, and that kicks into the real story of the film, and it's basically what happens between the serial killer and this girl, Sarah.
Yeah.
Lisa.
He's cutting up the bodies, and they come back to life.
Yeah, well, he kind of saves her, and you're like going, "Wow, this is kind of cool. What's he saving her for, right?" But then you find out why, and it's not because he cares about her. It's because he wants to do an experiment, and it's
well, he kills them, and then they get back up.
Yeah,
that kind of plays with his mind.
He's very aware he's very aware that the zombies are coming, that the people are coming back to life, and that he says in the film it gives him an epiphany, and he wants to change things because he doesn't really have the heart to be a serial killer anymore. So he wants to do an experiment using this Lisa girl, of course, and it's sort of this weird thing where if I say any more, I'll give away the ending. But he ties her up, and he ties her up in the basement, and he wants to see a zombie feed on her. But the thing about it is, it flips around on him, and it sets up.
Pretty much the ending.
Yeah, well, it sets up a really interesting ending that I thought was it was a total flip around, and it's what Kristofer Velasquez does. He writes good stuff. He's an excellent writer.
Definitely.
So I think that's what.
Actually, I don't think he wrote the second one.
Did he write the second one?
I
thought he did.
I thought there was a writing credit in it.
I thought he wrote the second one.
That wasn't his name. No, I don't.
Oh, I'm sorry if whoever wrote the second one, but if you're not Kristofer Velasquez, but I think Kristofer Velasquez is one of the most talented guys working in indie right now. This kid is just.
Well, seriously.
This guy is amazing. I mean, this stuff that he does in these films, see, the first one, when I watched it the first time, I think I gave it too much praise because I've gone back and watched it since, and I don't think the acting was as good as I thought it was originally. But the thing about it was so well made for like an indie film. It was well made. The writing was amazing. The story was good, and you've seen zombie movies a million times, but he actually takes
focus off the zombie and the gore and all that, and he puts it on character.
It's about the people inside the motorhome. It's about the cop, the serial killer and the girl. And the thing is,
it's more of the zombies are like a backdrop. They're not.
Yeah, they're kind of like they're not the central characters. In a lot of zombie movies, you see it's just about getting the zombies on camera, and after a while, it just gets boring. I mean, like I've seen a million zombie movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was no big feast zombies eating scene. Not a lot of gore in either of them, really.
Not really, no.
The second one had its gore, but it wasn't like,
Yeah, and like the thing about it was the second one compared to the first one, the acting was so much better. I mean, this Dave Appley guy or whatever, he's amazing. This guy was a good actor.
Yes.
Maybe you don't have what it takes anymore, Carly. Maybe you're too much of a softie for this. Fuck you.
And like even Sarah Koh was a good actor. And the thing about it was his girlfriend, Kathy Swears, who was actually in the first one, actually appears in the second one as one of the news reporters. I thought that was kind of cool. It's not really a tie-in, and he doesn't really link the two in any way. And
actually, I got the impression that the second one would have occurred before the first one.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And it was like the first one was like the night the zombies happened. Like
the other one was like people at Halloween.
And there's no explanation for it either. Like, a lot of movies will try to...
He says that in the... well, that's the other thing I loved about these discs is like, okay, the movies are what, 45 minutes? 45 to 50 minutes,
There's
2+ hours
of footage.
Documentary, how making of stuff.
And it's like, it comes in so
many... those are a whole... And
if you want to shoot your own movie, I mean, put them on, man. This guy knows what he's doing. Much. And it is just like, it's bare bones, right? This guy's not working with a big budget. This guy's not working with a lot of crew.
Good
he's
camera,
got his friends.
Good sound, and that's it. That's why I think he shoots in black and white.
I don't know why he does black and white. I think it's an artistic choice, but I'm not 100% sure if it is.
Well, it's a lot easier matching.
But the thing about it is,
footage with black and white than having lighting and.
Yeah, and I think it looks better. Even the blood looks.
Bloodier, chocolate syrup.
Scarier. I mean, and the eyes, the makeup effects.
That's it. You got to mention that. Like the zombies aren't like great zombies. The effects aren't great. They're good. They're adequate. But I'll tell you got the creepiest, bloodiest. Like, well, we know Zombie Night 2.
Yeah, you've seen. Yeah, of course, yeah. And
I've seen grossly gross zombies, but they got the human eyes,
Yeah, and it doesn't work.
His zombies are good zombies. There's nothing wrong with them, but they got the contact lenses, and that just makes them so. Especially a zombie, a fresh zombie. Yeah. It's like they're dead. They open their eyes and they're
so freaky, man. I mean, if you were seeing them coming at you, I'd be terrified. If I seen a zombie like in half the movies I've seen, I wouldn't be that scared of them. I'd be just like walking around. But these things look creepy. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And the black and white, I think, might have add an element to it. And his use of shadows, and he creates atmosphere, and I just loved it.
One thing I bet he learned was that in his next one, he's gonna try the zombies are gonna be able to wear contact lenses before.
Oh yeah,
because there's
the
like
comedy
I swear it's 15 minutes of
Yeah,
trying to put the contact lens in this one poor actor's eye,
Yeah.
and he just can't get it.
He can't get it. Yeah, I know. And the thing about it is, he's such a
It's
talent.
funny though.
But it's funny, but he's so talented. This kid, this guy, Kristofer Velasquez, he's so talented. At the same time, he's so talented. He's so passionate too, and you can see it. And he never smiles. And the guy doesn't seem to be having a great time. And his cast, the people in the crew,
yeah.
Well, and
in
maybe
the
in the first one,
yeah.
And the crew was telling him, dude, you got to relax a little bit. And he's like, so. And I think that's what happened with Ken Barnhart in the first one. He was probably so passionate, he probably pissed this guy off. And the guy just bowed out of the film. I don't know, but that's what I think, because I mean, he's so passionate about what he's doing. But it shows up in the film.
Oh,
the films
there's
are
a lot
so
more.
good. And honestly, I liked the second one better than the first one.
Definitely.
But they're both, to watch them back to back.
Well, I think his vision is that it's Deadscapes. You know, if he had, someone from Hollywood or Studio City come and give him a pile of money, it would be a TV series.
You think so?
That's what I think he's going for. It's serious.
It's
like a TV series.
I thought it played out like almost like an anthology.
That is.
If he was to make an anthology movie, where they tie in a whole bunch of short films together to make one big film, that's what it felt like to me. It was like you're watching this film that may turn into a trilogy, and you're supposed to watch.
I was thinking it was going to be. Actually, I think I kind of actually read that on the website too. That his vision was it would be like
a TV
episodes.
Show. Really?
Like, yeah.
Well, that kind of makes a lot of sense.
And
actually,
it would be like the next one would be some new characters doing something else, and maybe and after 5 or 6 of them, maybe some characters might tie into other. But everybody seems to die at the end of these, which I like.
And they're so nihilistic. Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody dies.
Movie should be like that.
I shouldn't be saying that actually, but like the twist in the second one was just like ingenious. And I couldn't have, if I was writing a zombie movie, and if I was merging subgenres like that, like when I got the movie from him, when I got the screener copy of the film, the second one from him, I was kind of like, oh, this is going to be one of these movies where they merge two subgenres, like the serial killers and the zombies. And usually when you watch them, it's just something doesn't work. And this one, it worked.
Exactly.
I mean, the zombies are kind of like in the first one, they're background players, but they factor into the ending in a big way.
Yeah.
And it's kind of this comeuppance. The serial killer gets this comeuppance. And the thing about that, and I liked it. See, the first one has the same kind of thing, but the first one, like the second one, has at least likable characters. I mean, even Dave Epley, the serial killer. Like, he's kind of charismatic, and you kind of like him.
Yeah.
You don't like what he's doing, but he's kind of.
I thought that first scene when he comes to the door was such a cool. It's like, can you help me out? Can you lend me the phone?
Yeah.
Where there's an accident.
I like that, and the thing about the first one, there is no likable characters. I don't really like any of them.
Kind of dicks.
And when they died, and when the ending ends up playing out the way it did, I didn't really give a shit. I mean, I didn't care that much about what happened to them. But I thought the film was well made and everything, but I didn't care that much about it. And I think there was elements in the film that were like where he goes out to put gas in
and spills it. I'm thinking.
I thought it was kind of creepy, and like it was just the idea that you can't even step out the door of your house, but you're terrified. Like, that was kind of like the fear of the unknown. I thought that was amazing. But in the second one, he didn't really go in that direction, but it was more of a psychological play between the two, the girl and the guy. And I don't know. I just thought, I think he's an amazing talent, and I hope he keeps making movies.
Yes, I'm looking forward to number 3.
If he makes it. And I don't know, keep up what you're doing, Kristofer Velasquez, if you actually watch this. And I guess that's it for now. And I'm going to totally recommend them. Go seek them out, find them online. Where can you find them?
Well, I got mine from the website.
Yeah.
Deadscapes.com, but it doesn't seem to be there anymore. It now links to his MySpace page. But there are links on MySpace.
And there's a site called IndieFlix where you can get it, and I know you can get it around. There's a site called CreateSpace.
I think they're $9.99 at that. I don't know, from the website. He was actually given the first one away free.
Yeah.
On I think it was a VCD or something, or you could pay $5. I think that includes shipping to get the.
Yeah, and
he's
definitely
not in for the money.
I wish you could get a distribution deal, because this guy's movies are better than some of the crap I've rented at Blockbuster or Jumbo or whatever. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, go see.
That's what I would like to see is somebody see these and give them a budget
and
say, go, Ranch.
The thing about it is, a lot of these guys don't ever get that. I mean, you know, like these hacks coming out of film school, they're making movies and they don't have any passion for filmmaking. They're just, drifting by, on,
a numbers thing.
Yeah, and it's just stupid. I mean, these guys with real passion don't, these guys are the ones you should be renting at Blockbuster. But anyways, so where can we get it? MySpace. Go to MySpace, contact them, or go to CreateSpace, or go to IndieFlix.com. There's 2 places you can get it on the internet. And the thing about it is, I got my copy from him, actually. I got a screener copy. It was like in a disc
Yeah, probably email him. He'd probably send you one.
Yeah, he might. But the thing about it is, I recommend him totally. So, anyways, that was the episode, and that's it. Signing out. I don't know.
All right.
See
See you next time.
Cool. See you. That's it.
Just stop it. Stop shaking your eye. Michael, stop.
I'm trying to do it.
Don't close
Hold on. Again, keep it staying. I'm
It's gonna
telling you.
take a very long time.
My eyes.
Just relax. Pretend you're drunk. Don't laugh. Open it.
I can't.
Open your eyes. You can. Open it.
I'm trying.
Open it.
Just open it.
No, open it all the way.
It doesn't go further. My eyes are like squinting.
You have to look at this. Don't. There you go. Just keep it like that. Don't move. Michael.
Stare at her face.
I can't do it. My eyes are sensitive.
Here.
Hold on.
It's not. You're not. Can I do it? Can I hold your eye open? Just stop going like this.
It's hard to.
Stop it. Relax. 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 Michael, open your eye. Open your eye. Open. You fucked up.
Anyhow, it's don't red.
You're what? Stop. Relax.
Anyhow, it's either this method or we get some paper clips and we hold your eyes open.
Stop.
No, you
Relax.
just do the tape.
Paper clips.
Wipe
and
your face
surgical
or
tape.
what?
Well,
Now, close your eye and move it around. No, open.
there you go.
Yes, we got one in.
Next one.